Welcome to the Explainer. If you're a focused learner looking to finally cut through the insane amount of noise in the wellness industry, well, you're in exactly the right place. We all know the struggle, right? You jump online to figure out how to get healthier, and boom, you're instantly bombarded with extreme fad diets and conflicting advice. One person says only eat meat, the next says carbs are the ultimate enemy, and someone else is just trying to sell you a magic pill. It's literally exhausting. But today, we're stripping all of that away. We're going to look at the hard, scientifically backed data together to uncover a clear, realistic blueprint for a completely holistic body reset. No gimmicks, just a shared journey to actually understanding your body.
Okay, let's quickly look at our roadmap for today. We're going to start with the science of weight loss, then move into a 30-day sugar detox, break down exercise and movement, tackle healing your lower back, and finish up with the power of deep rest.
Section 1. The science of weight loss. Understanding your calorie bank. Let's think of your body as a bank account. All the food you eat acts as your income, depositing calories, right? And everything your body does, from walking to simply breathing, well, that's an expense. It withdraws calories. If you want to lose weight, you need a calorie deficit. But you can't just starve yourself. That's actually super dangerous, mainly because your brain alone consumes about 20% of your body's energy. The foundational expense in this bank account is your BMR, or basal metabolic rate. This is the energy your body burns literally just to stay alive, to keep your heart beating and your lungs breathing. Think about this. An average person burns around 400 calories just by sleeping for 8 hours. No way, right? So based on your height, weight, and muscle mass, you're burning hundreds, even thousands of calories a day before you even step foot in a gym. Now, what's fascinating here is the concept of TEF, the thermic effect of food. Get this, you actually burn calories just by digesting the food you eat. Now, I know you might have heard of negative calorie foods. Actually, scratch that, those are a total myth because the thermic effect of any food never exceeds 100%. But certain foods do make your body work incredibly hard. Fats and refined flours have a really low thermic effect, meaning your body digests them super easily. But protein-rich foods and whole grains, their thermic effect can peak at around 30%. That means if you eat 100 calories of protein, your body spends 30 of those calories just breaking it down. So you're only netting 70 calories. That right there is why protein and whole foods matter so much. So what should our diet actually look like? Well, science points to the AMDR, which stands for Acceptable Macronutrient Distribution Ranges. This brilliantly debunks those extreme low-carb or low-fat diets. According to the data, an ideal balanced diet should be roughly 45 to 65% carbs, 20 to 35% fats, and 10 to 35% protein. If you completely cut out carbs, you're literally starving your brain of its primary food source, which can lead to anxiety and brain fog. And cutting out fat? Well, our brains are actually made up of 60% fat. Fats are absolutely essential for absorbing vitamins and balancing your hormones. It's really about eating the right types of carbs and fats, not just eliminating the whole shebang. Which brings us perfectly to this comparison. Why do you feel starving an hour after eating a donut, but totally full for hours after a hearty meal that has the exact same amount of calories? It all comes down to the satiety index. Foods like boiled potatoes, pulses, high-fiber veggies, and eggs have a massively high satiety index. Just look at the boiled potato. It scores a staggering 323. That means it keeps you incredibly full for hours on end. On the flip side, ultra-processed foods filled with refined flour, added sugars, and trans fats, they digest rapidly, spike your blood sugar, and leave you craving more almost immediately. If you want a healthy body, prioritizing high-satiety whole foods is absolutely crucial. Moving right along to Section 2, the 30-day sugar detox, resetting your system. All right, here is your first actionable challenge. We're talking about eliminating free sugars, things like added sugars, syrups, and refined sweets. Just a quick note, this does not include natural sugars found in whole fruits or milk. Those are fine. The goal here is to stop the violent insulin spikes that hijack your metabolism, store fat, and cause constant inflammation. When you take on this challenge, the timeline is just fascinating. Day 1, yeah, it's going to be tough. You'll likely face irritability, maybe some headaches, and intense cravings because your brain is experiencing a sudden drop of dopamine. You're coming off a sugar high. But push through, because by week 1, a major metabolic shift happens. Your blood sugar levels stabilize, those crazy cravings disappear, and you feel steady energy instead of mid-afternoon crashes. By week 3, your insulin sensitivity returns, and because your gut bacteria are resetting, that uncomfortable bloating completely stops. Finally, by month 1, the results are undeniable. Lower blood pressure, mobilized fat leading to visible weight loss, and potentially even a reversal of fatty liver indicators. So, why does this specific timeline matter so much? Because quitting free sugar fundamentally fixes your food hygiene. When you're riding the sugar roller coaster, your body's hunger hormones, specifically ghrelin and leptin, they get totally confused. You feel starving when you really shouldn't. By stepping away from added sugars, you hit the reset button on these signals. You stop the exhausting cycle of cravings and brain fog. You actually get hungry at the proper times, and when you do eat, you stay full longer. It's like finding absolute freedom from food obsession. Section 3. Exercise and movement. The 3 pillars of fitness. So, while your diet dictates your weight loss through the calorie bank, exercise is what ensures that weight loss is actually healthy. It protects your vital muscle mass and keeps your metabolism firing on all cylinders. There are 3 core pillars of a balanced fitness routine you should definitely incorporate. First up is cardio, activities like swimming or running that gets your heart rate up and build cardiovascular stamina. Second is stretching, practices like yoga that drastically improve your flexibility and mobility. And third, strength training, lifting weights or doing bodyweight stuff like push-ups to build muscle endurance. Now, let's clear something up. Spot reduction of fat, like doing 1,000 crunches just to lose belly fat, is a complete scientific myth. Your body decides where it burns fat from, not you. So don't obsess over targeting one specific area. Just choose physical activities from these 3 categories that you genuinely enjoy, so you'll actually do them consistently. Section 4. Healing lower back pain, a 10-minute daily routine. This right here is a massive pain point for so many of us. With so much of our learning and working happening hunched over desks, our sedentary lifestyles are literally destroying our lower backs. To counter this, here's a highly specific, super practical 10-minute mobility routine designed to relieve stiffness and eventually cure that pain. First, you start with the cat and camel stretch on your hands and knees, alternating for 15 seconds each. Then, lie flat on your stomach for the cobra pose, stretching the abdomen for 15 seconds. Next, from that same stomach position, do single-leg prone leg raises. Keep the leg completely straight, 15 seconds per leg, to strengthen that lower back. After that, flip over onto your back for glute bridges, squeezing the hips upward for 15 seconds. And finally, finish off with spine rotations and side-to-side knee drops to maximize your range of motion. If you commit to doing this sequence just 3 to 4 times a week, science shows you'll see a dramatic reduction in back pain within 2 to 3 months. Section 5. The power of deep rest. Stress, cortisol, and sleep. Here is the absolute truth. No amount of perfect dieting or intense movement matters even a little bit if your body is chronically running on stress. There is a deeply rooted scientific link between stress and weight gain. When you're overwhelmed, your body pumps out a hormone called cortisol. High cortisol levels actively reduce your metabolism, making it so much harder to burn calories. But worse than that, cortisol actually triggers intense biological cravings for high-fat and high-sugar foods. That's exactly why you reach for a box of cookies or a huge bag of chips when you're incredibly stressed out, right? Managing stress, protecting your sleep, and carving out time to just relax are non-negotiable for a healthy body reset. To help with this, let's borrow from some deeply restorative practices with a profoundly soothing bedtime flow you can do right before sleep. Just take your time with this, there's no rush. Clasp your hands together and softly massage your palms and wrists to release all that built-up desk tension. While sitting, gently let your knees fall side to side like windshield wipers. Then, slowly slide your hands down your legs into a very gentle seated forward fold. Finally, lie flat on your back, hug your knees to your chest, and just breathe. Practice what we call the wave breath. Take a natural inhale, but emphasize a long, smooth, extended exhale, just like a wave pulling back into the ocean. Please don't force these stretches. Use them to invite total softness and surrender into your nervous system before you drift off to sleep. To pull all of this together, we've covered an incredible amount of ground today. You know how to manage your calorie bank by prioritizing high-satiety thermic foods. You know the metabolic magic of dropping free sugar for 30 days. You have the blueprint for daily movement and healing your back. And you understand exactly why managing cortisol-free deep rest is so crucial. But if you take away one single overarching daily habit from all of this, let it be this. Adopt the Japanese philosophy of eating only until you are 80% full. Stop forcing yourself to eat until you're completely stuffed. This one mindfulness practice beautifully ties together digestion, satiety, and caloric balance. So here is the ultimate question for you. Are you ready? Are you ready to take the 30-day no sugar challenge, to commit to daily movement, and to completely reset your body from the inside out? You've got the science, you have the structured blueprint, and you know exactly what to expect. There is literally no better time than right now to step away from the confusing fads and step into a truly holistic, scientifically proven lifestyle. Get started today, and I promise you, in 30 days, your body and your mind will thank you. What's the one small change you're going to make today to kickstart this whole journey? Keep learning, keep moving, and we'll catch you in the next explainer.